Hello, everyone. Sante. Welcome to the weekly roundup number 3, presented by the So Rare Thursday Club. This is the Tuesday Fun Show. My name is the So Rare Mamba, Ricky, and I am joined by the Everton Playsharper expert, Johnny, aka DawNado on So Rare, pulling off a strong 8 out of 11 correct picks this week. How are you, mate?
Really good. Really good. I'm actually a bit happy Leicester just equalised against Leeds. So,
oh yeah, Everton pulled off a big 0-0 result at the weekend, right? So, a massive improvement for you.
I mean, I'd have taken a draw before the game, but after Palace being awful and Everton wasting multiple chances, then I would have, I was much prefer 3 points. But at least I remember the game that I watched. I don't know. Do you remember the game you watched on the weekend at Bristol City?
Oh no, I was with that the main show's co-host Swiss Mafia. We were at Bristol City, Ashton Gate. We won 2-1. Not that I can remember any of the 3 goals, but 3 points. And United won on penalties on Sunday as well. So it's a cup final to watch as well. So yeah, not bad.
Happy days.
No losses all round for the weekend. Speaking of the weekend, So Rare wise, how did it go for you? I think you were a bit more successful than I was.
So not too bad. I feel like a bit like a broken record, but once again, it could have been a lot better if I just could stop putting my best players in my training teams. So I've got 2 tier 3s, 2 tier 3 rare.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. I haven't won a good rare, I don't think, for a while. So yeah, see what that is in a minute. 3,500 coins, which I'll save up and buy some So Rare curtains with. Once they're released. So I came 14th in Asian Rare, with 377 points, which is actually quite low for what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was 3rd for a long time. All the games I thought had finished, so I thought I was finally winning a fair amount of ETH. I think it was 0.11 ETH. And then swiftly remembered that it's because all the Korean game scores hadn't gone on yet, the AA. So went back down to 14. So I didn't, my actual score didn't change. So I haven't been stat corrected. It's just everyone else went up. So yeah, I'll take
less than a point to a tier 2 as well.
I know, but maybe top of tier 3. I think I'm literally first in tier 3. So because I think it went down to 13 for tier 2. So maybe top of tier 3 is better than bottom of tier 2. We will see. 81st in American Rare, pretty solid. No one did anything amazing. Everyone was just sort of around the 60 to 70 mark. But it was enough to get a prize this week, so I'm happy with that. And then
that's a decent score by Miller in nets, considering he conceded one.
He is doing well in terms of AA at the moment. I think because DC, well, they're actually doing not too bad. I don't think in the league, but they are not very good at the back. So he's having to do a lot of saving, which is good for the AA game. Obviously, Buanga is the boy, so he always scores. I'll take it. Well, how about yourself? Do you want to do my prizes now, or should we go on to yourself?
Oh, let's do your prizes, shall we? While we're
okay.
While we're talking about a bit of excitement for everyone.
Bit of excitement. Let's see what we've got. Oh, do you remember the blue sex? Whatever happened to that? I guess it's kind of blue, isn't it? It's kind of blue, this thing.
Yeah, a bit more professional nowadays.
Yeah, right. I know what this is going to be. 3,500 coins that won't load.
Yeah.
Hey, 3,500 coins. Okay.
Beautiful.
Is a tier 5 limited, so this is coming to a giveaway near you very soon. Uzbekistan, midfielder, Turkey. Oh my God. I've just known that was an Uzbekistani flag, and that is the most impressive thing there. Otabek Shukirov. Sounds like
wow.
Yeah. Don't know anything about him. Probably worth 50p, I'd say.
Would you like to know?
Yeah, go on. Give me some live monetary value.
He plays for Fatih Karagümrük, and he's worth 44p.
Oh, God, I overestimated with 50. Okay, let's go for the 81st in America one. Hoping something good here. Probably going to be a defender. candidate. Forward, like
Oh.
it. Nashville. Oh, no way. The Shaff.
My old boy, the Shaff.
Your old boy, the Schaffelberg, and his Australian haircut. I mean, I don't know much about him apart from that he was your ex-lover. Is he good? He's got my lucky number as his edition, 12 of 100. So that's probably
£48 he's currently worth.
That is disappointing, isn't it?
A couple of games on the bench recently. He doesn't actually play up front, does he? He's more like a winger. But they did get rid of Nashville. Got rid of Sapong last night.
Okay, maybe he's going to get some chances then.
So that's an attacking slot. That's.
I'll be holding him at that price. See if he can get a couple of and then sell maybe for
great Tash, great Barnett.
Great, really good Tash. Right, and then my Asian persuasion. Let's see what we've got.
Okay.
Ooh, Japan. Forward, yes.
Oh, another forward.
Rizzo. I think he's under 23 as well.
He used to be really good.
Yeah,
I haven't checked in on a while. He's under 23 until the 2026.
Oh my God. What a legend.
He is about £115.
That's not bad, is it, for a tier 3? Considering what the prices are at the moment, that's pretty decent.
Starts. Not many goals coming from Rezo at the moment, but
a lot of yellow going on here.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I'm happy with that. I'll take it. You can never turn your nose up at a couple £100, can you?
No, I mean, I wouldn't. I like that striker pool. That's nice. Yeah, not a bad week's work. Not a bad week's work. Let's get rid of you and put up mine. I just got one tier 4, and that was from MLS Pro. Stephen Fry back to form. Brooks Lennon got a cheeky assist for Atalanta. Rosenberry put in a solid shift with no clean sheet. Carlos Gil, always get a solid score out of him.
Yeah,
and
easy.
My boy Taxi, who's been a big talking point on this pod so far, gets a goal. And
so Brooks Lennon lost his clean in the last kick of the game, didn't he? That would have got
I watched the start of the game, but I missed the end of it, so I don't know when they conceded. But yeah, I was 11 away from a tier 3, but that's solid. It gives me something to open anyway. I also, the real heartbreak one for me was my Cap 240 super rare.
Yeah, I feel it. Oh, so close.
Boston letting that third goal, which really cost me. And then Tamata was in the called off game between NEC and Groningen, which was rescheduled for an hour before deadline today. And I needed him to get about another 13 points or something from when he restarted. And he didn't quite get there. We were just under 4 short. He got subbed off just before they scored.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was a really painful one. I had a few random DMPs and things. But yeah, my inability to get thresholds seems to be carrying on at the moment. But I did beat you in coins. So that is
one. Well, that's the main thing, isn't it? That is the main thing.
One small mercy for me.
What was the actual reason for the NEC game getting sort of postponed? Wasn't it some sort of cup getting thrown on?
Someone lobbed a cup on, I think, yeah. And they postponed the game.
Does seem a little bit extreme. I mean, don't throw cups on the football pitch, obviously, but
yeah, it didn't come back on. I mean, it's glad at least it got put back on for deadline, so I had a bit of a sweat. But yeah,
true.
It wasn't ideal. I did, however, pick up a couple in baseball as well. If anyone is an MLB lover out here, I got a tier 3 in my limit all-star in 84th. I came 12th last week in rare in MLB, so I've been doing all right in it to start the season. And I got a tier 5 in rare as well. And I think they were worth about 20 quid when I opened them. But and I made about 100 quid in it last week. So it's actually probably more profitable than
bad. Yeah, not
the
bad
football for me at the moment.
Are you keeping those cards or are you cashing them in, or what's your plan?
I am keeping them. I'm just sort of building my MLB. I've kept my NBAs now just because the end of the season, the drop off. I've still got a couple of playoff teams going, but that's down to my limiteds, my rare and my Super Rares aren't playing, but yeah, MLB. I let the prizes roll over and keep entering it. I don't really know any of the players, but I like checking the scores in the morning and stuff. Someone else to look at. Football rewards. I haven't opened mine, so let's have a little look. This is 3,700 of the finest coins I will be using to buy a new Sorare bedspread as soon as that's out. And a tier 4 in MLS.
Who's it going to be?
Defender, obviously. From the Timbers.
Oh.
Claudia Bravo.
We know a Timbers fan, don't we? Hopefully we can...
Shout out Ben Cross, a.k.a. Sausage and Bacon Mbappe. I've spelled his name wrong.
One of the biggest football fans in the world.
He's a big
massive
Excelsior fan. £1.65. There we go. Maybe I'll see if I can flog it to him for a couple of quid.
£2. Yeah, £2, I reckon. Round it up.
All right. Well, at least we have prizes to open, which keeps the streak going on the pods. Next up, let's go over the Beat the Boys League. This is our private league that runs month to month. This month is the MLS. I think there's only one more game week left, right? This weekend.
Oh yeah, of course. I forget we do.
There'll be a new season next month. We'll put a vote out to pick which league we want. It might be our last chance to get a European Common League in mind before they all end. So maybe we break away from MLS for a month, do the Prem or La Liga or something for final month. We'll check the fixtures to see what games are on. But I'll start with my team, if you like. Pretty solid, pretty happy with this. Again, Brooks Lennon was in here for me as well with an assist, but losing his clean sheet late on. Baraza, I drafted in for this week. He had a solid performance, 73 points in there for me. Druisi's continuing his slightly disappointing start to the season, but I'm a big fan, and I'm just going to keep putting him in there till he starts to produce what I believe he is capable of. Boanga made up for missing all those chances last week, sticking in a goal, and Carlos Gil with another 60-pointer as my captain, giving me a solid overall score, which was good enough for 10th place in our league, but still not good enough to beat you, who put up this.
Put up a 373.96, which was not spectacular, but really quite solid. Kept me up there. Also, if Sorare are listening, I presume they watch our podcast. It's really annoying how when you click on the team, it doesn't show the total score anymore on this page. I know you can see it behind here, but let's sort that out, shall we? That can't be difficult. So I went for my boy Rodriguez again. Didn't fancy a San Jose cleanie, but he is a bit of an AA monster. I think, well, they didn't get a clean sheet, did they? So I think he got up to 66 without that. Your boy Carlos Gill again, solid. Did he even get a decisive? I think he got an assist, did he?
I don't think he did get an decisive, you know.
Okay, fine. He didn't get decisive. We got Dennis Boanga with a goal. Talked about him already. My other boy, Lucas Siloran, didn't get decisive. They lost 1-0. Still put up 69. And so one of the people I drafted in
this podcast.
I know, yeah. I drafted in Luis Balata.
Same as me, yeah.
Worth a discussion about him. Didn't keep a clean, but got 38.2 as an all-round score, which is pretty spectacular for a goalkeeper.
What was he? A lot of saves.
7 saves, totaling 14 points. Saves in the box also add up as well. I mean, that is impressive.
You've got to love a good goalkeeper smother, haven't you, for 5 points?
Wow, I missed that. Goalkeeper smother.
Goalkeeper smother. There it is. Underneath diving. One goalkeeper smother.
How is that defined? Like, who's monitoring these games going, oh, he smothered that good and proper. 5 points.
Yeah, that's a smother.
He's an absolute smother fucker, really.
Yeah, that is a wild stat. But yeah, what a score.
Anyway, so yeah, but you know, when I wake up in the mornings and see the games, I don't know if you do the same as me, but I like to go on Live Score. We're not sponsored on Live Score, but I like to go on Live Score and check the scores before I then go and check how they scored in Sorare. I don't know why I do it, but it's just the way I do it.
I do the same. Yeah, I like to see the scores and see if my boys lined up and if they're involved in anything, and then go and see how that's translated.
Exactly. I saw New York hadn't kept cleaning, and I saw neither had San Jose, and I was like, well, that's the end of that, isn't it? My streak is over. And then went on and saw some lovely AA action. So, it just shows you the benefit of the way they score things in Sorare when you compare it to FPL or any other sort of fantasy sport. Anyway, I'm just waffling on here. Either way, it did pretty well. I think fifth, was it? Fifth in the league this week or sixth?
Ooh, sixth place. Don't overdo yourself. Yeah,
don't
you were sixth. Myself. I'll get up here. This was the top of the Beat the Boys League this week. I was there in 10th place. Johnny was up in 6th, which means 5 people finished above us and won the chance to be in the wheel for a prize this week. Obviously, the third member of the team is the Swiss Mafia on a complete losing streak since we started this podcast. There's been, 10, 11 weeks so far. He's come last every week so far, I believe. Let's see if I can find him.
It's really bad, isn't it? Oh,
he's down here.
That's actually all right. That's a decent score for him.
26 out of 160. He had Gil, Buanga, Druisi as well. He went for the returning Kai Wagner, who put in a 74 for him. His goalie couldn't quite keep up, and he got a 46. So, yeah, there he is, down in 26th place, meaning he will be doing another Sorare Bomb punishment on the main show on Thursday. So make sure to tune into that. Let's have a look at the teams that beat us. Sakuna Matata, a nice pick of Jonathan Osorio in there with 100. That is a hell of a score. 2 goal assists and an AA of 43.
Oh, wow. Is he a midfielder? Sorry.
Yeah.
Like
Berkey again.
Cheeky.
Just the goalkeeper, the captain choice for Armada, letting him down there. Sorare King, Espinoza, Reagan, Fry, Gil, and Boanga. Gil and Boanga seem to be everywhere. Seem to be the common.
You can see there's still some sort of glitch going on with the leagues, aren't you? Because when you click on them, it changes there.
Yeah, they haven't been perfect, have they?
There's something weird going on.
Ricky Pooge, lovely breakout performance for the season to get him going. 86 points. Sorare Lex in second. Boanga captain. That's just a solid effort by everyone. And the winner, the top of the league.
Wow, he smashed it. Yeah, smashed it.
Highest performing player, everyone up there. Talis Magno. Haven't seen much of him in many drafts. Berkey doing it for him again. Zella Ryan, Boanga captain, and my boy Brooks Lennon. So, yeah, that means there's 5 people go into the draw for a prize. Let's have a look what it's done to the overall standings.
Oh,
DawNado.
I am absolutely smashing it.
123 points above second place.
I'm literally so excited to win my own rare card.
Yeah. You won't win anything. It will roll over to next season. And there'll be 2 prizes in the next season. If no one finishes top this year, which currently is going to need a big effort this weekend to get above you.
It is. Wow.
I am down in 11th. So I'm
pretty solid though.
Shift. I don't know if we've got time to find Swiss Mafia.
We could be here all night trying to find where he is, mate. I'm not sure he's top half, is he?
Cool. I'm going to get RSI on my finger if I try and click down. I can't actually see him. So, yeah. Oh, there he is. 87th. 87th.
Nice.
Bottom half. Okay. So, yeah, that was this week. So, let's pick a winner. That's what a lot of people are here for.
A lot in inverted commas.
Yeah, here's the 5 of you in the spin of the wheel. Let's see who gets a prize this week.
Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
Where is
Hakuna Matata?
Oh, it's Hakuna Matata. I see. They must support Crystal Palace. That's clever.
There you go. Either that or they're a massive Timon and Pumbaa fan. Hakuna Matata. Get in contact with any of us or comment on the pod or get us on Twitter or we'll find you. You've won a prize.
We'll find you.
We'll find you. So what do we have on the wheel? We have a Matt Turner, the Arsenal goalie, still on there. The Plie Bundesliga striker. Connor Ronan, one of 1,000's on there. The Sami Lassani, one of 1,000's on there. Steve Shrivers, the Belgian striker. Or we have a Mamba Bumble? A Mamba Bundle, which is 5 random cards from me, and DawNado has put his own bundle together as well of some random cards to go to you. So let's see which of these you win. Spin the wheel. I take another sip of my beer in all the excitement.
Oh, it's the Mamba bundle.
Mamba bundle.
Oh, the Mamba bundle. Go on, son.
Mamba bundle. So that's 5 of my cards making their way to you. If you get in touch with one of us before next Tuesday's show, we'll sort out sending that over to you. Congratulations.
Nice.
What else have we got to do then? Keeping this moving along. 20 for 220. This is our weekly game where we put in a £20 budget to build a limited 220 team, and we enter them each week, keep track of it, keep the same squads, can make transfers in and out and see how they do. So I'll go with mine if you like first. This is my team.
I think that's probably best considering my effort.
Considering you forgot to do it.
I did forget to do it. Yes.
My new signing, Jordi Reyna, who I thought was a bit of a random bargain pickup, seeing how well he started in Russia, got a goal and drew a penalty, I think was his other decisive, for Torpedo Moscow. He's gone up a little bit in price. I've bought a few of him, actually, rare and limited. Latif Blessing, unfortunately, stitched me up by not playing. Fukimori did okay. Handel was less than impressive. And I got in Oliver Christensen because of his really low cap to let me utilize my other players whose caps have started to go up a bit. But Hertha have been absolutely shite, and he just keeps letting in tons of goals.
What was the score? 4-2. They got absolutely smashed when they down as well at one point.
Yeah, last week he got a 0 for me. So this tactic of bagging him for a cheap keeper is not working at the moment. So my current squad, I have had a couple of changes. I noticed that I had a team for this midweek. I had enough players to enter a team. So I did that. And then Alaya Ibrahim down here, my striker who I was playing this week, moved to Houston Dynamo last night on the transfer deadline. And in a panic and deciding that I'd already had enough to get a team in, I sold my Yamami, who is the Gamba striker. I sold him for 50p and used the 50p to get in Luca Marin, who's had a few peaky scores. And I actually fought for, it was 0.004 I got him in for. And I thought he was all right for, he got 72 in his last game with 37 AA. So
well, he's what, he plays forward, but he's a left back or what? He's a forward card.
No. I got a defender in. So I played a different forward. So that was nice. my plan for that. So I did actually manage to get a team in. If I show you this week, the other bit of switching around I had to do, because then my cap was quite high, so I had to switch out. I had to buy an extra Premier League transfer for 100 coins and get rid of Bazuna and get in Iverson, because he counted 33 towards the cap. So he allowed me to enter the other 4 eligible players out for the game week. Handel and Djukic have actually got quite a hard game away to Sturm Graz, who are second. So a 47 from Bongonda and a 53 from Iverson.
Not bad. Not awful.
It's not bad, but it's going to be tough to get rewards. But you never know. I wanted to get another lineup in. At least I get to talk about it. So,
and go back a few steps. This chap that's joined Houston, is he looking like he's going to be a thing over in Houston? Well, I guess if they're signing him, then they hope so. But
it happened yesterday. I just randomly was reading Tommy Scoop's new job at the Athletic. I was reading his tweets this morning, and it said Aliyu. It said Ibrahim, and I was from Croatia. So I know that guy. What does that ring a bell?
No way.
I look at my team. And I was like, no way. Is this round? This is the guy. My only prize I've won from the comp so far, from 20 for 220.
So it actually might work out then. Work out for the better.
Obviously, if this carries on going, we need to look at summer utility. So we'll have to move towards Asia and America anyway. So, having this guy in America will actually be a good thing in the long run. But it caused me a bit of panic this morning. But I managed to get a team out that won't win anything anyway. But there you go. that is my 20 for 20 update. You?
Well, this is my 20 for 20, 20 for 220 squad. As you know, I was in a bit of a mad panic trying to get my teams set for the last game week, and
You forgot, didn't you? You forgot.
In my panic, I did.
You forgot.
I'll be honest. 220 is on rare and limited is one of the last things I try and fill in because it's usually the crapper cards, right, that you're trying to put in at the end. And I just completely forgot what I was doing. So I actually, believe it or not, my limited prize I just won was from that team. So it was only a tier 5 worth like 44p, but yeah, it was. I let the boys down. I've let the pod down. I've let all the hundreds and thousands of listeners down. I'm sorry, but anyway, looking at my players, well, I don't need to look at their scores from last game. I know none of these players actually did anything, so I wouldn't have won anything. I've just lost a lot of respect from you, for myself. I'm sorry.
Burger Mailing, though, I was listening to the Looking Up with Laird podcast. One of Harry or Sam recommended Burger Mailing this week.
I'd tell you, Burger Mailing is a hidden gem. I tell you, I gave him a little shout out on our WhatsApp group about a few months ago, didn't I? Because his rare was going for like 30, 40 quid, which I thought was cheap. But if you look at his scores, I mean, obviously he's been benched quite a lot this season. This is ever flipping loads, for God's sake. So yeah, going back historically, he's a very good scorer. Getting hundreds and 95s and 80s from a fullback position is pretty impressive. That's Grimaldo style scoring there. Obviously not just Grimaldo, but he's definitely one to watch.
I think he's good for the end of the season because there's an injury in there, so he's
there's an injury. I think I was going to say it's potentially might leave. I think.
Yeah, I think he's likely to see out the season. I really feel you.
We'll see out the season. Yeah.
I also think it's about time you got full Sorare data membership. I mean, come on.
I know.
How are we ever going to become ambassadors if you keep presenting this?
I just haven't got around to it. Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I forgot the team. I'm sorry. That's the modern story.
Well, I think you can do a punishment with Swiss Mafia on the main show. But until that point, last thing to go over then as we tick towards the half-hour mark is midweek fancies. So I've got mine up. So this is what I've got out for the weekend. I've already got 70 coins in the bank. So I'm almost on my way to a weekly extra swap. It's going that wildly. I've got an all-star limited team out. So my dilemma this week was I had Chazinia, I had Rashford, I had De Gea. Who else have I got? I had
the Man City boys, didn't you? The Man City boys.
I had Pedri, I had Rodri, and I had Ruben Diaz. I was like, do I just put them all in one good team in All-Star Limited or something and just like focus in? And then I decided, nah, why have one good team and win a prize when you can spread them out across 7 and win fuck all? So I went for spread them all out and win nothing and then wonder why you haven't got a prize.
I like it.
This is my All-Star Limited. This is one of the last ones I did. Jared Bowen apparently has a double-A game at home to Liverpool nowadays. Liverpool's fall from grace is so much that West Ham...
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
A fixture for them, apparently.
Yeah, Liverpool just don't keep clean-eats, do they, anymore, really? Yeah.
Gabby's not been scoring that great, but they're 5 live players, so you never know. All-Star Rare is just looking for coins. All-Star Rare Pro is just looking for coins, not full teams. I've gone through the Cap 220 Limited. My 220 Rare, Neto came on, and he's the one who I thought wasn't going to start, and he drew a penalty near the end.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, nice.
Adam Webster's just come off that 120 minutes at a cup final, so you never know if he'll get a full game in or even start. But it's alive anyway with a decisive already in. Cooney did rubbish for Wolves tonight in a 2-0 win. But 5 live players. Hopefully they can get me $5 because I never seem to hit cap at the moment. My 240 attempt at it. Senese didn't play at the weekend, but I've got a feeling he'll come back in. So I've gone for a Bournemouth.
How come he didn't play? That's weird. He's been one of their best this season from what I've seen.
I think it's between him and Mepham who is going to play. But these three I've put together a few times now, and the Bournemouth stack is absolutely shocking. I don't know why I bought it. Don't know why I still run it. It just lets me down consistently. I've got Southampton, so if it's ever going to do anything, now is probably the chance. I could do with the $50. So go on, boys.
I got from Man United. Pedri back fit now, is he? Or
played in the last game. Expected to start with Gavi in the middle would be nice. So 4 Man United players with a Pedri to spice up the stack. And then this is just collecting coins because Summer won't play. My La Liga amateur, they all look really nice on paper, don't you? But it's really hard to put a card there. Premier League amateur was basically get me Iverson so I could use my 220 team. And then I have obviously listened to you too much in the Premier League Pro Limited. I have gone from Man City Everton hybrid stack.
Beautiful.
Ruben Dias and Rodrigo are obviously really, really good players on this game. I fancy Man City to do Arsenal at home. And then after conspiring with you, the Playsharper Everton expert told me that DCL and McNeil were nailed. I've put them in as well, hoping that Newcastle is still high on their battering of Tottenham. And Dwight McNeil cross that Calvert-Lewin nods in to go with 80s from Man City. And we win a prize. So that's what I'm going for in this.
That would be beautiful. I would love you to win a prize for that team because that would mean that Everton have probably done reasonably okay.
That's my midweek teams. Have you got anything on?
I've got a few on. As you well know, I own about 30 Everton Limited players. So a lot of my midweek is based on Everton beating Newcastle. And Newcastle aren't that great form. It wasn't like they were 5-0 up after 20 minutes against Tottenham the other day. But luckily, we've got a really good defence and a fucking great at scoring goals. 24 in 32 games, baby. Let's go. Okay, so this is I've gone for this team in All-Star. So I had that sort of annoying thing this week where I had a lot of low cap players and a lot of high cap players. Nothing really like in between. So Diego Palacios, I had to stick into my All-Star team. Kepa got a good fixture tomorrow. They'll probably lose. They know the way they are at the moment. Takura back from suspension should go back into the team. He was pivotal for us in 3 or 4 good results before he decided to flick Harry Kane's eyelash and get suspended for 3 games. So I'd like to think he comes straight back in. Iwobi should play. Iniacho played tonight. Didn't do anything. So not looking good, that one. All Sorare is irrelevant. There's nothing there. Okay, this is my cap 220. So very much dependent on Everton again. Vitaly Mykolenko got 88 against Crystal Palace. Didn't get any decisives. Just AA was 53, which included 10 for a clean sheet. But I don't know where the hell that came from. So I watched the game and he was shocking. But I've stuck him in. I've stuck DCL in. Got even Villar in because they're playing at home to a team that can't score goals. I put Pickford in my cap 240 rather than my Premier League Pro team with Josip Sitalo, who's an absolute goat in Croatia. DCL again. Klosevic is pretty solid. Got 80 in the last game. And Lars Veldevijk is also banging in the goals at the moment. This is my cap 240 team. So I didn't have a starting rare goalkeeper this midweek. So it's very unlikely I'm going to win anything. But it did mean that I could put in some higher cap players over here. So I've got Matoma and Buanga, who are both averaging like 60 to 65 at the moment. So usually you wouldn't be able to get them into your cap 240. Idrissa Gueye, he's pretty solid, to be honest with you. Even when we don't perform, he gets a lot of tackles, interceptions, blah, blah, blah. So he should be good for about 50 points, hopefully. And then this Young was the card I won last week, and he was my only starting defender in rare this midweek. Usually I've got a fair amount of midweek players, but I just didn't have any this week for some reason. So don't know what I'll do. Probably won't even play. I'm not sure, but it was my only option. This is my cap 270. Quite liked this team, but then Javi Hernandez started on the bench for some reason, and Sam Johnson conceded a penalty in the last second. So,
do you see Tati Castellanos scored 4?
Oh yeah, my first ever rare card win. Tati Castellanos. What is that about?
He was my first tier 0 when that was a thing in limited. I won a Tati Castellanos.
Yeah, we both got a bit of a weird connection to him, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a random one, wasn't it? Oh, I didn't even notice I had Asensio do well there, so that's not bad. And then my last major team is, well, this is dead because Reece James got announced as out after the deadline. And then this is my MLS Pro, my Premier League Pro team, where I usually just do full Everton stack with Pickford. Wanted to put Pickford in a different team this week, so I drafted in Robert Sanchez, which is kind of risky because he hasn't been playing in the Premier League, but he started for the FA Cup and was on the game, made some great saves. So I'm just going to hope he's had a really low cap, so I got him in. So yeah, I've got quite a lot resting on Everton Newcastle.
So that'll all go down in flames.
Yeah, so it'll all go down in flames, basically.
All right. Any other business before we go?
I do have a giveaway to do.
One more giveaway to go.
One more giveaway. We have got a lot of people enter this giveaway. So I did a little giveaway on Twitter. Let's show you the cards. If it loads.
So this was one of the follow, retweet, comment, do all those, and you got entered.
Can't get my Twitter to load. Yeah, but I did my first ever little DawNado bundle. So it was just 3 players. It was defender, midfielder, and a forward. I can't remember who it was now, which is pretty embarrassing. But we had a lot of entrants. I think we had 95, maybe 100 entrants, which is good. A lot of people following the channel, which is great. Let's spin the wheel. See who wins it.
Yeah, let's go. Oh.
Insaf Ahmed. There we go.
Congratulations. What was the prize?
The prize was a DawNado bundle, and it is something I'm currently struggling to load on my screen.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So it's 3 cards going to be winging their way to you if you just get in contact before next Tuesday. Yeah, we'll send them over.
Excellent. So that's 2 competition winners to get in touch. I'm sure we'll run something else this week as well, because how else do you keep the masses entertained than giving them stuff? So thanks for all your hard work. I want to say all your hard work, but
what, me?
Yeah, not sure I mean it. Anyway, good show, mate. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you could like and subscribe, that would help us a lot. And we'll be back on Thursday for the flagship show with Swiss Mafia, where we'll be discussing more things Sorare. Good luck with your midweek teams. Peace out. A-Town.
Up the toffees.